Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Wee. Everyone wants a Wii for Christmas this year. Wee! Including Ponzi. Ponzi wants a Wii. And because of that, I've decided to share this list of top tips for the Wii, as submitted by a community member at large, Michael. And I really appreciate that. I happen to be an Xbox 360 user. You've seen me play it on occasion. I did have a Wii for a short time, but then gave it to my mom since I thought she would get more out of it, because I love my parents. And anyway, I know a lot of you guys want a Wii. You want a Wii? Who wants a Wii? Who wants a Wii? You want a Wii? Wicket want a Wii? Does Wicket want a Wii? Wicket, do you want a Wii or do you want a Wii? You let me know, okay? And while you're figuring that out, let me read the top 5 tips here. Submitted to my email address, chris@pirillo.com. That's where you can send your top 5 tips. Hey Chris, I know you have 4 Xbox 360s, but do you have a Wii? Well, for any new, old, or soon-to-be Wii users, these are my top 5 tips to help with their gaming experience. Number 1. First, find out if you really want a Wii. I asked you, do you really want a Wii? Wicket, what are you doing? Seriously, let me read this. Don't be drawn in by those admittedly well-constructed commercials or most word of mouth. Not everyone is interested in the same things with gaming consoles. Are you a graphics freak? Do you just want a great online experience? Are you interested in the newest way to play? Are you a stickler for prices? Well, with my albeit limited experience in gaming, I can tell you that the PS3 is only for those with a lot of money to blow on a gaming system with surprising good graphics. However, if you want a more bang for your buck, go with the 360 or the Wii. The 360 is for classic gaming, almost like an upgrade with internet access from the GameCube or the 64. The Wii, however, was created to provide a much more interactive and unique gaming experience. However, they are much harder to find in the open market, and I don't trust most unofficial online markets. Also, as a bonus tip, I don't believe anyone doesn't know this already, but you should never click on the advertisements that promise free merchandise. It's not worth it because you get what you pay for. That's fair enough. I think that he's absolutely right. You got to consider why you'd want a Wii. And, there's certainly different games available. Wii games tend to be more family-friendly, although with the Xbox Live Marketplace, you're finding tons of casual and family-friendly games these days. And Wicked is apparently just enamored with the webcam right now. Number 2, the games that you want, whether it's Halo or Super Mario Smash Bros. Brawl, may or may not be a factor in the system you buy. If you become bored with the games quicker than most, then choose the system that consists of the most games that you might be interested in. If you just want the one game for the system, but think it'll entertain you indefinitely, go ahead. I am in no way degrading any game system, just offering my thoughts on the subject. Fair enough. You gotta pick a platform that's gonna grow with you or stay with you. Wicket, you're totally in the way. Alright. Number 3. Yes, we're actually getting to using the actual console, just be patient. When you get your Wii system, make sure you have enough money left over to get at least one more controller. The Wii, in nature, is a multiplayer console. Playing by yourself, as well as being boring, is downright depressing. Also, don't get sucked in by all the fancy Wii attachments, tennis racket, golf club, etc. The only attachment absolutely necessary is the nunchuck. However, I believe that they may also be coming out with a guitar attachment for Guitar Hero for the Wii. I have not confirmed that. Also, save some chai-chingri cash for actual games. I don't know how many people who spent all their extra spendings on the console itself without thinking of the actual gameplay. Being gameless, as well as only having one remote, is boring and depressing. And I figured there was one for Guitar Hero, obviously. Fair enough. He wants to play with a Wicket controller. Wicket, do you want a Wicket controller for the Wii? Number 4, make sure you have a viable internet connection for your Wii. Fast enough. Personally, I go with physically connecting to the Wii, my router. Or actually, his Wii to his router. I find that the wireless USB hub system is far too slow for my needs. Also, it has a very limited range and cannot transmit through walls. Without internet, some of the most coolest features of the Wii are lost. These include, but are not limited to, Mii's, the Weather Channel, online gaming, and email. Also, make sure your connection won't be interrupted by anything. I cannot tell you how infuriating it is when your online game is suddenly frozen at a crucial point. Mine was set off, who'd have thunk it, by an anonymous vacuum cleaner tripping over the cord to my router. That indeed would be a wee problem. Oh, Tobal has a Chris me. Someone made a Ponzi me the other day, too. Yeah, exactly, Buana. What online gaming? I've heard that the only system that's good for online gaming is the Xbox 360. But the fact that there's internet connectivity on the Wii, well, that counts for something, doesn't it? And number 5. As a final precaution for the best gameplay possible, I suggest you place your Wii in a large room with as few sharp corners as possible. Enough said. Also, if you didn't know this, there's a certain distance away you should stand from your Wii receiver. I tested it out and placed my tape boundary line at 5 feet, 7 inches away, but that's just me. Yeah, because I've heard a lot of people damaging their televisions by throwing the Wii controller to the television accidentally in a... That's what they have that strap for. That's not just for looks. It's for safety. You don't want to, damage your television in any way. Oh, looks like we have a bonus tip! That's a second bonus tip because the first one came earlier. I really don't want to put down any gaming machines, but it seems that I really do want to. I like to rant. This is what he says. First, the PS3 is so overpriced, I'm sincerely surprised that stores still carry them. Graphics only count for so much, people. Personally, I like the PSP. I'm in agreement there. I like the layout, the design, and the general gaming experience. Wouldn't like the PS3 under my tree come Festivus, after all. I don't know where the PlayStation got the idea to make such a horrible system, at least price-wise. I think the reason why is because Blu-ray, and Sony is trying to push that format down everybody's throats. That's why the price difference. Anyway, I personally like the Xbox 360. It's like a step up, well, it is a step up from the Xbox. However, my all-time favorite system is the Wii. Why? Because you can play all the GameCube games on it, and the controller is so versatile, has so many attachments, including a basic controller, and it has its own memory. You just can't beat that. I think it's fair enough, and he wishes everybody a happy Festivus at this point. It's such a personal decision, and people are so passionate about the game systems that they play. Personally, Wicket also wants a Wii. They don't have the paw adapter for the controller yet, so I've been really reluctant about going out and acquiring a second Wii. Well, it would be the first Wii that we would use, but because I gave the other one to my parents, my mom. I think that the Xbox 360 is my choice. It seems to be very much more than just a gaming console, and you can see that Microsoft has issued countless updates to it, including the attachment for the HD DVD drive, which has come down in price since it was first released, but the fact that it was external means that the base console costs far less than you would expect it to. And I think, well, you let me know what you think. Is it the PS3, the Xbox 360, or the Wii? Or can they all live in perfect harmony? You let me know. My email address is chris@pirillo.com if you've got top 5 tips related to anything, whether they be about gaming or technology or something that's not technology related at all. I'd be happy to find out. Email me, chris@pirillo.com. What do you think? And then you're also welcome to leave a response here in this video, or stop by the chat room where people pretty much say just about anything. We've got a wide variety of opinions, and they share it all the time, whether we want them to or not. Well, we want them to, really. That's why we've left the chat open right now, so you can see everybody who's participating. And they're participating all the time. Are you? Why aren't you participating? You know where to go, right? Yeah, you guys know where to go. You're telling them where to go, right? Where they have to go to get into the chat? You figured it out? You figured it out by now? Good. Well, if not, it's at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.